Watch it. You are about to enter the spin cycle. I'm Michael J. Fell. Our show begins right now. Today's top story, the NDAA power grab. Much is being made about the most recent power grab by the White House. Specifically, Wednesday's bypassing of the Senate to install 3 members to the National Labor Relations Board and the appointment of Richard Cordray as director of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. In order to justify and defend these actions, progressives argue that President George W. Bush made far more recess appointments than has the current White House occupant. While that may be true, it's completely beside the point. The issue isn't that Occupy Oval Office made recess appointments. It's how and when he made them. Occupant acted just 1 day after the Senate held a session. A recess of at least 3 days is required before the chief executive has the power to make recess appointments. Quite understandably, Senate Republicans were not pleased by these unconstitutional acts. Republican Mitch McConnell, the Senate Minority Leader, declared that the move arrogantly circumvented the American people. Yes, it's easy for members of the Senate to express outrage at this arrogant power grab, one in a long series of steps taken by this White House to marginalize Congress. But where were the high and mighty principles when Congress passed H.R. 1540, the National Defense Authorization Act, which expands the battlefield to include the United States and gives authority to the President to militarily detain United States citizens indefinitely without charge or trial on the mere suspicion of being a terrorist? Did passage of this bill not also symbolize where someone arrogantly circumvented the American people? This law, which puts our people at risk, is a violation of the 5th and 6th Amendments. In the Senate, 46 Democratic senators and 40 Republicans, including Senator McConnell, voted in favor of this violation of the Bill of Rights. For the record, let it also state that in the House, 93 Democrats and 190 Republicans also voted aye. The NDAA is an open assault by government on the liberties of U.S. citizens. The very liberties secured and protected by the document they swore to defend upon their inauguration, the United States Constitution. At this point, every citizen of these United States of America is clearly obligated to take the government to task for this flagrant violation of their rights. Each and every House representative and senator who voted in favor of this unconstitutional slip into tyranny should be voted out of office. Oh, by the way, this bill was signed into law on December 31st, 2011, while the Linkster-in-Chief was in Hawaii enjoying his family's 17-day, $4 million vacation. And remember, the spin never stops here because your views deserve to be heard.